Hi, everybody. This is the second part of the mid-unit assessment study guide. We are starting with number 4 and working our way through the end of the study guide. Which 3 parallelograms have the same area? So here we go. We're going to look for each one, and we're going to start with finding the base and the height. So here's the base, and here is the height for A. So the base, let's count. We're going to count the spaces between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the height is 1, 2, 3. So 3 times 5 is 15 square units for A. For B, we want the base, 1, 2, 3. And the height, we went from the tip top all the way down to the base. So let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think this will be the same one. 3 times 5 is 15. For B. For C, we're going to have a length and a width because it's a square. So the length is 4 and the height is 4. So that would be 16. Okay, so that one is not going to have the same area. So let's see if D actually works out. Okay, so we need a base and a height. So let's use the base as the side here, 3, and see how tall it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be a 3 by 5 or 15. So the ones that have the same areas will be those first 3, or sorry, the A, B, and D, but C does not. Okay, so I guess we could write them in the blank too. A is 15, B is 15, C is 16, and D is 15 square units. So there you have it for number 4. Okay, for number 5, we want to draw 2 distinct parallelograms that will both be an area of 24 units. 2 parallelograms should not be identical copies of one another. Be precise in your drawing. Okay, so as you draw them, you want to think parallelograms. To find that area, it is a base times a height, and we want it to be 24. So we can use any combination to get 24. We can use 4 times 6. We can use 3 times 8. We can use 12 times 2. Those will all help me get parallelograms to make that, let's do our drawing. Okay, so let's say we want to use 4 and 6. So if we want to have a height of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a base of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now notice if I want a parallelogram, I don't have to always draw that rectangle. I can make that parallelogram. I can move the dots over 2, and I can make that to be my parallelogram in green. Okay, I can also move those again if I want to move it over, let's say 3 more spots. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 more spots. So I can make this parallelogram, and that will be the same as long as my height and my and I'll outline that in black, is the same every single time. And you can see that the height is the same every single time, whether it's red or green or blue. So that's one parallelogram that you could make. Another one, maybe you could do 12 and 2. So if I want to make 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I hope that's 12. And then if I count 12 above, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then I connect those. There's my parallelogram, and it's 12 here at the bottom for the base, and the height will be 2. So a 12 by 2 parallelogram. Now, yours could be, you could move it, maybe yours is the other way. Let's do it in green. As long as the height's the same, if I moved mine over 1, 2, 3, 4, and move this over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, here's another parallelogram that would be the same in green. As long as the height's the same and the bases are the same, that will show you your parallelogram. All right, here's the next one. Number 6 is finding the area of the given figure. So we're going to explain our reasoning. Well, what we might want to do when looking at this parallelogram is to break it up into shapes that we know. So here's a shape that I know. Here's another shape that I know. And here's another one and another one. So I'm going to break it up into a couple triangles and a rectangle. So here I go. So the first one, let's do the top. I've got a base of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me make sure that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a height of 2. So now I want to find the parallelogram, sorry, the triangle. Just a minute. Wesley, can you stop doing dishes? I'm trying to record. Okay, thank you. So 7 times 2 is 14, and I'm going to divide by 2, which is, again, 7. So this triangle, excuse me, is an area of 7. I'm going to write it right in there. Okay. Then I have, let's see, I've got another triangle on this side. I've got a length of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 and a height of 2. So that would be 4 times 2 divided by 2 because it's a triangle. 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So in that, I'm going to write 4 so I don't forget. So I have 7 and I have 4. Then I've got this rectangle right here in the middle. So it's a 3, 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, a 3 by 4, which is 12. And then I have this shape over here. Let me go ahead, and I can't really see the base very well because it's cut in half. But if I make it into a parallelogram, then I can divide it by 2. So for that one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 16, 4 by 4, which is 16. But if I divide it by 2, I'm going to have 8. So there is my triangle with this 8. So in order to find the area of the whole thing, I'm going to add it up. So I have 7 plus 4 plus 12 plus 8. So let's see if I can make this easy. I know that 12 and 8 is 20. And then I want to add 11 to it because 7 and 4 is 11. My total answer would be 31 if I add them all up. Okay. So our next one, that's 6 is 7. The figure is a diagram on the wall. Lengths are given in feet. So here we go. What is the area of the wall in square feet? Okay, so we're going to have to split some things up. Right here, if I know that the whole thing is 12 at the bottom, if I split it up, I'll have 6 on this side and 6 on this side. And up here at the top, the same thing. I want to cut it into 2 parts so I can use a triangle here at the top and see what's the other parts of it. Okay, so let's see. If I want to find the triangle, I know the height is 15, and I know the whole thing here is 18. So 15 from 18, let me write that over. 18 take away 15 is 3. So I know that height is 3 right there. So that whole triangle, and I'll outline it in red, is 12. That's the base times the height 3, and then we're going to divide by 2. And 12 times 3 is 36, and 36 divided by 2 is 18. So I do know that that triangle right there has an area of 18. So now what I want to do is I want to find the area of this region here, and I know the length is 12 and the height is 15. So 12 by 15 is 180. So what do I need to do with these two? I've got that triangle and this part with 180. I'm going to add them together. So let's do that. 180 plus the 18 for the triangle is 198 square feet. Okay. And then the next part of it is wallpaper is sold in rolls that are 2 feet wide. So I do know that the area that I found was 198 square feet. And if I wanted to find out what is the minimum length I could use to cover the wall, sorry, to cover the, what is the minimum length you would need to purchase to cover the wall? Okay, so if they're sold in 2 feet wide, well, I'm going to take that 198 and I'm going to divide it by 2. Let me move my answer so I have a little bit of room to do the math. Let me just clear. Okay, so 198 divided by 2, and it's almost 200. So then my answer should be around 100. 2 goes in 18 9 times with 1 left over, bring down the 8. 2 goes in 18 99 times. So the minimum length that I would need, it would be 99 feet. Okay, that's what I would need, 99 feet. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you go back and study up and practice those problems that you do not understand so you can do well on the test. Thank you so much.